Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to look at two things. The first is text to columns, and the second, we're going to look at concatenate or concat. So what we're going to do is start with a little bit of data here. So we have a list of 10 names and they've all got a first name, a second and a last name. What we want to do is to split them out so each name is in its own cell. So as you can see at this little section here, we've got in column C, D and E, we've got first, middle and last. So to do this, what we're going to do is select the whole range. We're not going to take the header, we'll take all the names, we're going to press Ctrl and C and we're going to paste them here under first header. And then what we need to do is go to our data ribbon and click text to columns. Once we've done that, what we need to do is select the type, which is delimited, and we click next. When we get into here, there's a selection of choices you've got. So what we have in our data is we've got a space in between each name, and we're going to use that as the delimiter. So this is where it will separate. So we can see the example at the bottom now. We've split all the names out and the lines specify the columns we're going to go into. So if we take that off, you can see currently it's all in one cell, and we've done that. It's now going to be in 3. To finish this, we can just click finish, and now it's moved all the names into the correct cells. So if I wanted to go the opposite way and to join them back up, I can use concat. So if you type equals and concat, what we can do is we can select the cell, press the comma, select the next cell, press the comma, select the next cell, and then close that. And when we press enter, what we've got is the name joined back up, but we are missing one element. We need to add a space. So let's start that again so we can add the space in. So there's a few different ways to do this. So I'm going to show you both ways. Let's type equals concat, and then start with the first cell. We'll press the comma. That's now selected the first cell. That's why it's highlighted blue. What we're going to do is open the speech marks, press space, close the speech marks, and add a comma. What this will do, it will add that space separator that we need. So now I'm going to click on the middle name, press the comma, so open speech marks, space, close speech marks, comma. So as you can see, around each element of the speech marks, we've got comma at both sides. And then this will let us move on to the last cell. We can close that off with a bracket and press enter. So you can see that as populated just as we needed it. So we've got a space in between each name. Your other option for this is if I use this cell F1 as an example, I just press the space bar and press enter. We've now got a space inside this cell. So what we can do is we can type equals concat, we can start the formula. And this time what we do is when we press the comma, we can go into this cell here. We can select that and we'll lock that cell so we can copy the formula down, go on to the next cell, do the same again, select this cell because that's got a space in, and we're going to lock that cell again so it's an absolute, and we can let's select the final one. We'll close that with a bracket. Let's go back in that formula and see what it's done. So what you can see, we selected all 3 cells, C3, D3, E3, but in the middle we've used F1, which has got a space. We can now drag that formula down and that would work for us because we've locked the cell. One more way that we can do this, we can use the ampersand. So you can type equals this cell. We can use the ampersand, so we enter here, put our space in as we would have done before. The ampersand again. Let's do the same. And the last one, press enter. And that's done exactly the same thing. So we'll look at that for you. So you just remember when you do this to put your space in. So just a quick recap. So in this video, what we've actually done is looking at text to columns by splitting out the data within inside of the cell into 3 separate cells, which we've used in this example, someone's name. We've also looked at a few different ways to rejoin that using concat and the ampersand, and also adding in spaces in the middle. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Why not catch me in the next one?